Traveler, Paimon, you're here too?
Yanfei, Shinobu! Here for some hot pot, huh? What's the occasion?
No, it's nothing like that. Wanmin Restaurant's just closed for a couple of days. But it's nice to try somewhere different for a change. Su Arnyang's hot pot is pretty good, and you can't get it at Wanmin Restaurant.
Wanmin's closed? What?
Well, it was partly our fault. Recently, some old classmates from the Tongwen Academy got in touch and said Yanfei's the most senior among us since she's the most qualified, so she got to pick the location. And she booked Wanmin Restaurant. The turnout was a lot higher than expected, and in the space of 2 days, we somehow got through all of the restaurant's stock for the week ahead. Boss's enormous appetite was also a significant contributing factor. He went a little crazy.
Chef Mao was pretty wiped out by the end, but he had a huge smile on his face. It was the best business he's had in months. The only thing is, it'll take him at least a couple days to fully restock.
Bullchucker's here too? Paimon's surprised we haven't seen him. Those horns stick out like 2 sore thumbs.
Yeah, when he heard I was meeting up with some old classmates, he got very excited and decided he was coming with me. His logic was, and I quote, "Any classmate of Shinobu's is a classmate of mine." Notwithstanding the fact that Boss has never studied a day in his life, I think he just feels that he didn't get enough chances to indulge his taste buds last time he was in Liyue.
That other kid you guys brought with you, though, what was his name again? Oh yeah, Grandmaster Hanakato. He seems like a smart cookie. You probably didn't notice because you were busy chatting to your classmates at the time, but he was helping Chef Mao out in the kitchen.
I suspect he just wanted to learn how to make some new dishes to feed to his own
Grandmaster Hanakato? Where do we know that name from? Oh, yeah! Didn't we meet him during that Beetle battle thing that Bullchucker organized that one time?
That's right. Good memory, Paimon. After the near catastrophe that was the Beetle Brawl, Hanakato became an ally of the Arataki. But to his credit, a lot of the things he ropes Boss into doing in the name of Beetle Brawling actually result in Boss doing some real work. For instance, they've decided to spend a few days helping Chef Mao restock the kitchen. Partly and partly because they would like to use the opportunity to look for new ingredients.
I think they're out looking for crabs at Guyun Stone Forest right now, with Miss Shangling and Mr. Guoba. They all seem to get along great. Guoba's already made friends with Crimson Staff, as Ito calls it, and, something Beetle King, or whatever Hanakato's is called. They've been out for quite a while, though. Shouldn't they be back by now?
Unless something put them in a playful mood. In which case, it's anyone's guess what kind of mess they might be in by now.
Well, now Paimon wants to join in the fun. Crabs from Guyun Stone Forest? Why don't we go see if they need our help? The sooner Wanmin rest. And while we're at it, we can see what Bullchucker and Grandmaster Hanakato are really up to over.
So you two are gonna head over?
I think that's a great idea. The Traveler, Paimon, and Ito.
You make a good point. Well, I'm suddenly feeling a bit warm. Maybe I've been eating too much spicy food lately.
Oh no, you poor thing. It could be a fever, or maybe...
now. A hard shell, a whole bunch of legs, looks like a born warrior. The crab is the Onikabuto of the sea! Throw one of these bad boys in the ring and your Onikabuto will have to...
That's right, Oni King! Technically, the crab belongs to a different species, but it has all the qualities of the perfect warrior beetle.
Then it's time for Crimson Staff and Ironclad Beetle King to train harder than ever before. No rest until they flipped every... And once they're done, we'll just need to stoop down and scoop them up. No more chasing crabs all over the beach. Looks like Xiangling and Guoba are part of the gang now. Huh? Traveler, Paimon! Fancy me... Hey, Xiangling! Hey, well, we were going to gorge ourselves at one mean restaurant, but then we ran... you guys! With Mr. Ito and the Grandmaster helping me for the last couple of days, we've actually got... And Crimson Staff and Ironclad Beetle King will be able to round them up for us in no time. If everything goes to plan. Uh-oh. I may have spoken too soon. It's a geofiship hatchling! Bullchucker! Hanakata, watch out!
Hold on, stay calm. I'll assess the situation. Hard shell? Check. Legs? Not too many, but it more than makes up for that with the whole rolling thing. Yeah, looks like a mean fight.
How...
What? Are they serious right now? Wait, I think I recognize that thing. It's always rolling around on a nearby island. It's made quite a reputation for itself as far as Guyun geoviships go. People have taken to calling it Crystal Tornado. It's because if you ever set foot on its little island, then it whooshes over and gives you an attitude.
Oni King, allow me to send in the troops. Go, Ironclad Beetle King! Ironclad Beetle King!
One hit and it's all over? I don't believe it. That's not possible. Okay, listen up, Grandmaster. The glorified pet rock is clearly tougher than it looks. Time to From what I've seen, our opponent has a lot of brute force, but no finesse. Lugging all that weight around is a recipe for crude and clumsy attacks. And if you don't land the hit, it ain't worth squat. Luckily for us, go Crimson Staff! Dodge the limbs and tail, wait for an opening, and aim for the... Belly.
Oni King.
I...
Wait, what's Guoba? Wait, the bishop can understand Guoba? Huh. It just up and left. So, to answer your question from a moment ago, Paimon, I found out about Crystal Tornado's aggressive tendencies the last time we came to gather crabs in Guyunstone Forest. Tornado gave Guoba a big old bash on the head the moment he saw him. But then Tornado fell unconscious and apparently wasn't seen for weeks.
Man, what a cool guy. I mean, I figured he was a pretty epic dude just from the look of him, but there's only one possible conclusion. This is a warrior with...
I must say, I concur. I don't know how, but come to think of it, he seems like a pro at catching crabs. Ah, that's it! The truth has been hiding in plain sight all this time. Guoba-san is a virtuoso beetle battler. With his skills, he can...
Huh? Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes... See, if we can get Guoba-san to teach us the art of shelled organism mind control, we'll be unstoppable.
Can we stop discussing what special powers Guoba may or may not have? We have to get these crabs back before too long or they'll go bad. And then this whole trip will have been a waste. Right! Get a move on, Bullchucker! Shinobu's...
Huh? Wait, when did we get two new people? Oh, compadre! If it isn't the Oni King's right hand. Oh, and of course, the flying lavender... sorry. Sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon. Wait. Oh, man. Don't tell me you saw me lose that beetle fight just now.
Oh, come on! There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Oni Kabuto don't stand a chance.
But that would defeat the whole purpose. So how'd you do it, huh? Were you born stronger than your most fearsome foe? No! Do you rock up to every fight believing that your odds of winning are 100%? Of course not. You start with an impossible goal, defeating the unbeatable enemy. And then you do whatever you gotta do to achieve it. Flee the fight once, you'll probably flee the next time. And the time after that. Next thing you know, you're that boring little twerp who never had the guts to put himself out there. Because when you flee the fight, all you're really running away from.
What's gotten into Bullchucker?
You hear that? Boba's getting hungry. Crystal Tornado's gone now anyway, and your Oni Kabuto won't be ready to fight again anytime. So, are you just gonna stand here gawking, or?
Chef Sama makes a good point. I have heard tell of a I say we set up a ring here and now. Once we have learned his ways, we will track down that shelled beast and do battle against it.
Paimon's gotta...
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm with you, Grit. This is the moment. It's time.
That's right! There's no time to lose, Oni King. Let's set up...
Hey! Hey! We weren't done talking to you yet! Ugh, unbelievable. Look at them. Not a care in the world.
What did they say it was called again? The Arataki something? Anyway, some sort of beetle fighting tournament, right? If I wasn't so busy with work at the restaurant, I'd love to take Woba along and watch. But right now, the top priority is dealing with all these fresh...
Shinobu was saying the Arataki gang came to Liyue for her classmates. Well...
Guoba, Xiangling, Traveler, and...
Let me guess.
We'll fill you in shortly. First, I need to get all these pristine ingredients safely stored away. The Mistflower Plus, the Traveler and Paimon are valued customers.
Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp? That doesn't bode well. We're guests here, which means we're supposed to be on our best behavior. Leave them to me. I'll put a stop.
I don't know. I think it could be fun. According to the Comprehensive Compendium of Liyue Law, we just need to notify the relevant... You never know. Maybe you'll make some new friends with this...
Yeah, and you can bring them all to Wanmin Restaurant for your meals.
Wait, first the event, and now you're already planning our next trip? Given the Arataki gang's financial situation...
Ah, come on. You gotta learn to cut loose more. You came all this way. You should be focused on catching up with old friends, making some new ones. I need to be at the Ministry of Civil Affairs shortly for something else anyway. All right, I'll handle that while you guys head back to Ito and help get the...
Yanfei is in a good mood today. She didn't...
Well, event planning's right up her alley. She was an officiator in the Masterful Chefs contest, and she has a lot of contacts because of her work. She's also on vacation at the moment, and her old friend Shinobu's in town. That's definitely put her in the mood to...
Well, I've missed my chance to discuss the issue of our funds. Guess I've got... Traveler, Paimon, thanks for all your...
You mean, well, if Ito's serious about defeating that Geovishap hatchling with Oni Kabuto,
Now that you mention it, didn't you help boss out a lot at the last one of these? The almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating extreme Beetle Brawl?
Oh, we didn't really help out. We just played a few matches. But it was actually super fun.
Either way, it sounds like you understand Boss's perspective far better than I do, so maybe you'll be able to help me talk some sense into him. I'll take all...
Sure. Oh.
All right, boss.
Shinobu!
No, you can't. Our funds have run out. We've spent too long here. After buying our tickets for the boat home, the gang fund is down to double digits. How can we possibly afford to hold a tournament? Yenfei-senpai very kindly offered to handle the legalities, otherwise you wouldn't even have a permit. Are you expecting her to foot the bill as well? Put a stop to this now, before things get out of control.
But you don't understand. We have a situation here. Normally, I'm happy to do things your way, but the Arataki... Look, we have a whole arena set up and everything. If we back out now...
You've lost plenty of Beetle fights before. Even I can beat you, and I'm not even a serious player.
Oh, Shinobu! That was a low blow. Anyway, that's ancient history. I'm on a whole different level.
Gladly. You want to do this the hard way? We'll do it the hard way. Grandmaster Hanakato, get me and Boss a Beetle each. Maybe he'll be more amenable to reason after a crushing defeat. If I win, you have to come back with me. No complaining.
Shinobu!
You're really doing this, huh? I, didn't think you'd take it this far. Okay, so...
You're making Paimon fight me?
No surprises there. What Bullchucker is really saying is, if you want to fight the...
Exactamundo, amigo. Sky-cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon is one of the Arataki gang's top Beetle fighters, but even she isn't in the same league as moi. So, Shinobu, if you want to duel with...
Except...
What?
Even Paimon knows that you can't just expect other people to pick up your slack all the time. It's not right. So if you're out of Mora, then tough luck. If Paimon helps you out, that'll just make more trouble for Yanfei, and then Shinobu will owe her a favor.
Okay, true. You make... But it's all good. I have a backup. If we really are out of funds, then, I'll find a job. It'll work. The Grandmaster has helped me find a few good gigs before. As long as it's
Now you're talking. See, that's the kind of attitude Paimon can get behind.
I can't believe... Your plan is all well and good, and I do hope you try not to be a burden on... I know what Boss is trying to do. He's making me fight Paimon first to use up my Oni Kabuto's stamina. Well, good luck with that. Lost.
That was so tense.
Hey!
As agreed, we now have Shinobu's official...
I haven't battled in ages. I'll have to move to Plan B. Try to keep costs to a minimum. I'm gonna hold you to your word, boss. Fund this event yourself by working nights. And one other thing. Our boat tickets home were booked well in advance. I can amend the date, but only by a few days. So, keep this event to maybe 4 or 5 other people tops, or you'll run out of time, okay?
Got it. Sure, promise. Cross my heart and hope to die. Shinobu, you've...
Okay, I'll head down to the harbor and see about changing the tickets. I'm warning you, you'd better not go spending all our Mora while I'm gone.
Okay, so we've only got 5 battles to get in shape enough for Guoba-san. Then we gotta master what he teaches us. Then Shinobu is asking us to do the impossible here. But this is the kind of hardcore challenge.
Don't worry, Oni King. I'll find people to join us. We haven't been in Liyue for long, but I'm certain that now, as for the esteemed...
We've done our part. We saved your butts by getting Shinobu to agree to this. Paimon saw the look of sheer terror on your faces. You're clearly no match for her.
Oh, of course. In the meantime, if the Oni King's right hand and sky-cleaving wide... Because in a few short days, the bona...
Cool. Yeah, we'll be watching. So, if you mess this up and everyone completely wipes the...
Hello all. I am Iron Tongue Tien, here with an official signboard for the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot.
Whoa!
Oh, it's so cool. Dude! Wait, not that. How do they usually address strangers?
Maybe Esquire?
Ah, that's the one. Tien Esquire, your artwork is incredible. Words cannot
You can drop the Esquire Don Arataki. This promotional artwork was done by a young lady at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Yenfei looks out for her a lot, so when she heard about your event, she offered to contribute some artwork.
Oh, so this is Yenfei's
Young Grandmaster Hanakato here tells me that your boot camp is an ambitious training program that could, well, I'm no beetle fighter. Who knows?
Beetle fighting is some. Once Tien Esquire has.
Dude, all right, Squirt. Great dueling with you.
The phrase is.
I extend my...
Man, looks like the Arataki blazing arm.
Oni Kabuto are...
Another kid?
Well, yeah, but Grandmaster Hanakado's a kid too. And one of the other kids from last time was actually pretty good, so age is no measure of a beetle fighter's skill.
Although, Buttercup of Terror has no
I don't know what you guys are talking about. My Oni Kabuto was a present from Daddy. He got it from a new friend he made last...
Oh, your father sounds like a real stand-up guy. Okay, let's send out Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon for this one. We don't want any accusations of bullying flying.
Huh! You make it sound like Paimon's the weakest choice on our side. Still, Paimon's probably the safest choice. But only because you two maniacs are a danger to yourselves and others. But don't be nervous, young lady.
Oh, I nearly died of a heart attack. How'd you get so freaking good at this without a teacher?
So, this is, do you have time to play some more? It looks like Buttercup of Terror has a... Hey, Bullchucker! If you had this kind of talent, you could probably have learned how to communicate with shelled creatures.
Ha!
Hey there, I'm back. So then, how's the Arataki?
Great timing, Yanfei!
My savior! Oh, thanks for helping out with the permit. Wait, I know that look.
Huh? Something wrong? I have a big client who does a lot of cross-border commerce. Anyway, I didn't know how to look after... Mind if I join in? You're not worried...
We ought not dismiss your savior, Oni King. What she like...
You make me an op. All right, time to send in the Oni King's right hand with Crimson Staff. I know my compadre will stay cool under pressure.
So it's me versus the Traveler? I haven't quite got the hang of this game yet.
Yanfei's Oni Kabuto is...
But just like last time, when my
What?
Wow, what a blast! This is so much.
No, this makes no sense. How did you do that? My rep...
It was an honor doing battle with you, good sir.
What the... So polite.
So, been busy losing while we were...
I don't see it that way. Unless the bona fide Beetle Battle King is ready to give up now, in battle and in life, it's normal to hit setbacks.
Word. Heck yeah! I ain't about to admit defeat yet.
Still, there's nothing to be gained from constantly making excuses. Don't put up.
Oh.
Oni King, this brand of enemy doesn't seem to be your area of expertise. Watching others do battle is also...
Good point, Grandmaster. And good timing, compadre.
Finally, it's your turn! Make it count, Traveler.
So, I'm going head to head with the legendary Traveler. Nicely done. I'd go as far as to say that it's an honor to lose.
So that's how you...
Yep, when you're up against a cunning enemy, when your tactics fail, you have to change your point of view. Clinging to old methods can never...
I think Shinobu said something like that once, too. I guess there's something to... But I'll mull it over some other time. Right now...
Good to see everyone! How's it go? Xiangling Guoba! You finally made it!
The day has finally come! Guoba-san, I've been training hard at the Arataki Blaze It. If my progress satisfies, do that, and I swear... What the... Guoba-san got a brand new Oni cup?
That does...
Oh, it appears to be not a typical Oni Kabuto shell.
We told Granny all about your Oni Kabuto boot camp. As it turned out, a friend of hers had made a whole bunch of gardening and landscape.
The bloom pruner can transform into the shape of any creature to blend into its environment. So, Master gave Guoba a bloom pruner and got it. That's pretty high tech for a gardening appliance. Xiangling's master is Madame Ping, so Madame Ping's friend... Aha! Of course!
No machine can compare to a real live Oni Kabuto warrior. Did Guoba-san pick it?
You may be wise to temper your optimism, Oni King. My beetle...
It's not even a... anyway, let's get this duel going. It's time for Guoba-san to witness my true potential once and for all.
Whoa, Bullchucker sure made short work of the Bloom Pruner.
I won! Victory is mine! With my... Alrighty then. Guoba-san, if I ever earned... Huh? Guob, does this mean you're... Aw, shucks!
It looks like Guoba's all warmed up now.
Guoba, remember the plan? In this round, we want to increase the Bloom Pruner's power output from a 10th. Any higher and you'll risk knocking Ito's Oni Okay, there it is. Paimon knew something was up.
As I feared.
Wait, hold on. 1/10 of 1%? As in 0.1%? As in... You've got to be kidding me. All that was just 1/1000th of its top power?
Guoba's a little confused. You did...
I thought it would go without saying given the size. The Bloom Pruner has to shift rocks the size of casserole dishes. So obviously it has to be pretty strong. Even then, Crystal Tornado is bigger still. It dwarfs me and Guoba, and it's even taller than you.
That's impossible. If we were talking, twice as strong as the last fight, I think I'd have a shot. 10 times as strong, and we're already looking at losing most, if not all. About 1,000 times stronger?
When your tactics fail, you have to change your point of view. In our journeys far and wide, we often have to think on our feet. Clinging to old methods can never solve the problem, no matter how hard you try.
Of course, Guoba-san. This is what you've been trying to tell me all along. I gotta study mechanics. Then build a suit of armor for Crimson Staff that'll take his ability. Or maybe, heck, I could build a bigger, stronger mechanical Oni Kabuto, piloted by Crimson Staff under my direction.
An Oni Kabuto piloting a mechanical Oni Kabuto? How do you expect to pull that off? Does that even still count as a beetle battle?
Seeing the power of Bloom Pruner has made me realize something. There's a natural limit to Oni Kabuto's strength. People have tried to tell me this before. Shinobu, the Grandmaster, especially Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon. Admitting defeat is shameful, but not even... Guoba-san has shown me a new path. Mechanically modified Onikabuto. With this new technique in my arsenal, size will be no obstacle to me and my valiant Beetle war.
Looks like what?
Mechanics, huh? I'd have to get my master to see if her friend would be willing to help. She's the expert.
Did you say expert? Please.
Uh-huh. Thinking of becoming the second Arataki gang member to study in Liyue, are you, boss?
Shinobu, when'd you get back?
Time's up. We spent our last mora on these boat tickets, and if we don't get to the harbor pronto, they'll go to waste.
Give me a minute, okay? We're in the middle of an extremely
Yeah, I heard. I was actually very pleased to hear the suggestion of you doing some sort of studying coming out of your own mouth. I have some relevant experience, so I can write a little booklet to get you started. But unfortunately, studying in Liyue is very expensive. The Arataki gang's typical expenditures are a drop in the ocean by comparison. So, what do you intend to do about it?
It'll be fine. I'll work like a horse when I get back to Inazuma. I know what I'm getting into here, all right? I got it all planned out in my head. It's not like I've never gotten paid work before. Soon as I get earning, we'll all have cash for the burning. And don't think for 1 second I'll be abandoning you or the rest of the Arataki gang neither. I ain't the kind of head honcho that runs off to go study and leaves his gang behind. If we're gonna study, we do it as a team. Once I've got enough mora for everyone's tuition fees, the whole Arataki gang is coming to Liyue. We'll study together, learn some epic new skills together, and come out the other side as the stronger, smarter, invincible Arataki gang.
You're saying all of the right things. Who are you and what have you done with Boss?
Wow, Bullchucker! Those were some bold words! You better make sure you follow through.
Of course, I still need to iron out some deets in terms of what kind of work I can get and how much I can rake in per day, but yeah.
In that case, Oni King, I'll stay here in Liyue. Secondly, now that word of the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot. Also, if the Oni King's right hand and sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon wish to continue.
Awesome! Good thinking, Okay, standard procedure applies. I'll let your grandpops know what you're up to so we won't worry. Man, I am so...
I do need to make one thing clear, though. I can't promise that we'll be able to talk an Adeptus into taking you on as students. Yenfei and I will do our best, but we'll just have to see how it goes.
The great master of whom you speak boasts a skill others can only dream of. Their pride and prestige don't faze us. The important thing is that I, on behalf of the Oni King and the Arataki gang, can find a way to show them we're serious and sincere in our quest to master the mechanical arts. So I'll need to do some research to find out what kind of gift we should offer if we're to be seen as worthy of...
Boss, we gotta leave right now or we're...
All right.
Traveler, Paimon, Yenfei-senpai, Miss Xiangling, Guoba, you've all been a Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Wow, you got us a gift! Thanks, Shinobu. You're so thoughtful.
The time has come. Adios, compadre. See ya, sky-cleaving white iron lava. I'll be back real soon. I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Bullchuck. It's good to have ambitions, but don't let yourself get carried away in the heat of the moment. But of course, if everything works out, Paimon can't wait to see Crimson Staff driving a ginormous mechanical Onikabuto the next time we meet.